These are some of the images that defined the 2015 Syrian refugee crisis. They escaped the civil war, tried to make their way onto European soil and beyond, seeking asylum. So many dying along the way. Among those who attempted the perilous journey was Imad al-Arnab. He eventually arrived in the UK with $15 in his pocket and knowing a thing or two about how to make good hummus. He went from washing cars in London to owning a popular Syrian restaurant in the heart of the city, an idea that was too wild to even dream. Your journey takes you from Syria to Turkey to Greece to Macedonia, Serbia, Hungary, Germany, Austria, France, the UK, and now to one of the most recognizable streets in London.
I had my wife, daughters, family, which is the most important part. When you lose almost everything, you start thinking about what is important and what is not important. I am so happy person. I am so grateful person.
Grateful to the UK that took him in, but Syria is no longer the same country he left behind.
And then suddenly, I cannot wait to go back. This kind of happiness, I'm terribly sorry, but you will never ever understand, because it's stunning. You know, it's not like you had your restaurant back or your house back or your cars back. No, no, you had your country back.
But not everyone's so keen to go back. From the Syrian capital of Damascus nearly a decade ago to this German city known as Little Damascus, Aref al-Farouk came here as a child. He keeps in touch with family and friends in Syria, but going back to live there, that is out of the question. I grew up here, he says, and Germany is my second home. In an airport turned shelter in Berlin, the thought of going back is appealing, but not yet safe. We'd like the German government to be patient with the people, he says, at least for a year so we can see how things develop. Maybe we'll go back on our own. Their homeland might be free, but there's often no physical home to go back to. 13 years of civil war have left much of Syria in ruin, with 90% of the population living in poverty, according to the UN. 6 million Syrians became refugees, with Germany taking in nearly 1 million asylum seekers back in 2015. They built a new life here. And in a country with a shortage of skilled labor, the health sector now depends on thousands of Syrian doctors. But Germany is also seeing the far right gaining ground. The suspect in the Magdeburg Christmas market attack that killed 5 people was from Saudi Arabia, amplifying calls from the anti-immigration AfD party for the deportation of immigrants. Meanwhile, Austria is not only preparing a deportation program, it's offering Syrian refugees a cash incentive of $1,000 to go back. The UN is warning Syria does not yet have the infrastructure required for the mass return of its people.
We want the return to be voluntary, to be secure, and to be sustainable as well, so that when they return, that they can stay and not be displaced again, either inside Syria or again having to flee the country.
Does Syria emerge from a dictatorship to a democracy, or does it descend into a power struggle between anti-Assad groups? Imad al-Arnab has no doubt.
For you, it's no one knows about what. For us, if we get rid of Assad, we can do anything. Anything. Sky is our limit.
The UN says more than 50,000 Syrians have returned to Syria since the fall of Assad. But millions are waiting to see what happens next. Daniele Hamamdjian, NBC News, London.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.